So hello everybody, welcome back to my video. Today I'll be speaking about how to make a genuinely good PowerPoint presentation. Now in this video I'll be talking just to make a presentation for your school assignment or project. I'm not gonna be talking about like some professional level presentations, because if you want to do that you don't want to work in PowerPoint in the first place. So let's begin. Alright, so I'll be covering presentation tips in like their logical order, how they go. So I'll begin with the opening slide. The opening slide, you don't want to make that very messy. What I would do is just find a regular like picture to fit the whole screen and some text saying what the presentation is about. In most cases that's basically it, what you need, and you don't need anything else. Alright, the next step is further slides. And the thing I want to really point here is that you don't want to use any background presets PowerPoint gives you. You do not want to use that. That looks really lame. What I suggest you to do is to find some background pictures online, some, I don't know, ornaments, like if you make a presentation about Native Americans, for example, you can find some, I don't know, some ornaments that can fit the topic, but do not use background images that PowerPoint offers you. Please don't do that. Next thing is about text and positioning it in your slide. What you want to do is to fit the maximum of 2 to 3 sentences in one slide. You don't want to do more, because I've seen a lot of presentations, in most cases boys do that, where they have the whole text block, very small font, and this is the whole slide of the project. You don't want to do that. And also on the contrary, you don't want to have a lot of images in your slide. Don't get me wrong, images are good, but you don't want to put images all over the slide so that there is no space left for your text. What I usually do is half slide is for your text and half slide is for your pictures. That's like good balance, I think, and pretty entertaining. You have images to look at and to text to read about those like images. The next step I'd like to cover here is not very common to see. It's don't make any side notes. Now, I know there are a lot of people who do a PowerPoint presentation, and when they go to the board and present it, they have like 2 or 3 A4 papers with whole printed scenarios, like they write a whole film or something. Don't do that. If you want to have your information, you better have it on your slides. That's what the previous step is for. You want to have 2 to 3 sentences on your slide, and if you want to add something extra, you can do this from your head. Something which is not really important, but very interesting to know. Also, the reason why I'm not suggesting writing notes on your paper is the fact that most teachers don't usually delete their presentations from their computers, and I don't know about your teachers, but my history teacher likes to save all the presentations on her PC. And if you had a freaking ton of notes written down or printed out, they're gonna get lost, let's be honest. And the presentation without them will lose like half of it. Half the information you'd like to share and other stuff. So just make the whole information needed inside the presentation, so that if the teacher suggests your presentation to other students, if it's really interesting and informative, they wouldn't need to get any extra equipment. About transitions, don't do that. You don't know how stupid that looks when there's like a really good presentation and stuff and everything is very cool, but then there's like curtains open in transition, or I don't know, a plane folding and flying away. That looks so dumb, that looks so stupid. Don't do that. You don't need any transitions in your PowerPoint presentation. Like, you present to your classmates, you try to impress your teacher for them all. You don't want anything super twisty and flashy, and it just doesn't look right. Just bear with me. Don't do any transitions. A simple A simple transition that is default is good enough. The next thing I would like to get covered here is GIFs, or GIFs, I don't know how to pronounce them, I say GIFs. Also, don't use them. I mean, there are some tricky situations where you can get creative and find a very good GIF to use. But most people don't know how to use them, neither do I. There have been many situations where I saw girls, mostly girls, use these very flashy, like epileptic GIFs that really distract, and if you're trying to speak about, I don't know, some wars or some crisis or something historical, why would you need a flashy GIF? There's just no sense of using it, right? So you basically don't do that too. And about the final slide. The final slide should be very convenient to read, it shouldn't be too messy. Usually it has something similar with the first slide, you just have like a whole image on the screen and some text over it. For example, if I do a presentation about like communism, I'd search for some, I don't know, Lenin pictures, some paintings that will cover just the whole slide, and put some text above saying thanks for your attention or something along those lines. Some people prefer to put memes in their last slide, but again, the person who gives you a grade is a teacher, and teachers don't usually understand those memes. So there's no way you're gonna impress the teacher by showing some memes in your PowerPoint presentation. Just do what I said like 20 seconds ago about this painting or something, a picture, and you'll be good to go. Basically, that's all I had to say about PowerPoint presentation. I hope you found this video very interesting. If you did, press the like button, I don't know, maybe even subscribe. But basically, that's it. Thank you.